Flash floods and landslides have killed at least 76 people in Indonesia and neighbouring East Timor, and there's more extreme weather on the way. Torrential rain caused destruction across the chain of islands in the south and delays to the vaccine rollout. Jessica Washington reports now from Jakarta.
In East Flores, Indonesia, flash flooding and landslides have killed dozens of people in at least 7 villages. And the death toll is expected to rise. Many families say their loved ones are still missing. As the scale of the disaster unfolds, communities are in mourning. This man's body was pulled from the debris. People in the video say he was a teacher. Thousands of houses are likely to have been buried under mud after the landslides. At least 5 bridges were destroyed and most roads blocked, hampering access for search and rescue workers.
We need to work on giving the logistics because this is extreme weather. We have to use boats. We're looking into planes or helicopters. We will support the needs of the people there.
Power and communication lines are down, making it difficult for authorities to know the extent of the disaster. Authorities say they are trying to get food, masks and other essentials to evacuation centres.
Our challenge is getting to the location. We will try to find other ways to access the area to deliver essentials.
In neighbouring East Timor, this boarding home for students was one of many buildings destroyed in the floods. Witnesses say a 2-year-old is among the dead. Indonesia's Weather Bureau warns of further torrential rains, strong winds and powerful waves. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.
Well, let's get more on the situation in East Timor. We can speak now to Jose Sousa Santos. He's a Pacific Policy Fellow at Australia Pacific Security College. Joins us via Skype from Wellington. And Jose, we got a glimpse there of the devastation being seen in East Timor. Tell us more about how bad the situation is.
Good evening. The natural disaster which has hit Timor-Leste and the flooding which has hit Dili has actually caused an immense amount of damage. Not just to the capital itself, but throughout the whole country. And it's the impact on and damage to the national infrastructure is quite substantial. So what we're seeing is, sorry?
I was just going to say, in Dili, the capital you mentioned there, there's a lot of people being displaced. How bad are the evacuations? How serious are the evacuations there?
Currently in Dili, there are 11 evacuation centres with 2,000 families affected. So the Timor-Leste government is trying its best to deal with the issue of internally displaced people, with the support of the agencies and the government institutions which have been tasked to address this catastrophe.
And of course, we have to remember that these kind of disasters are happening at a time of immense crisis, given the coronavirus situation. And I believe that vaccines are due to arrive today in Dili, in East Timor?
Yes, the UNICEF chartered flight has arrived in Dili at 1 o'clock Dili time today. With the first 24,000 COVID-19 vaccines. The challenge now will be how to roll out the vaccination with the damage to infrastructure.
Right, and then you've got also, because of the evacuations, the control of, trying to control the spread of COVID is going to be a problem, isn't it?
That's correct. Up until the floods, the containment of COVID in Timor-Leste was quite under control. Unfortunately, post the floods, the lockdown around Dili, the capital, and the other 2 major cities, Baucau and Bikeke, have basically become ineffectual. So what we've seen is people from the capital, especially moving out towards the districts, and not knowing which people have been infected. It'll make it hard for the Timor-Leste government to contact trace these people, which up until now the government has been quite successful.
Yeah, it's very serious challenges being faced there in East Timor. Jose Sousa Santos, appreciate that. Thank you for your